We love the South Carolina football talk each and every week with Will Gunter. You can join him on The Game 107.5 in Columbia, South Carolina. His show is the all-new early game, although Will doing a little fill-in work on the afternoon shift this week, so his schedule's up in the air and all over the place. So we appreciate you getting out of bed and getting ready for us, Will.
Yep, it's well, we're 1 week away. I'm actually excited about Oregon State and Colorado State tomorrow, and BYU and Portland, and Stanford and Rice. So you're right. Next week the official kickoff, but at least we got some actual college football this weekend.
Yeah, it's amazing what games you get all psyched up for early in the season because they're the only games on. But I was doing the same thing, checking out the schedule, saying, okay, when is the first time I can tune on a game that's going to count? And it's college football, and those are the ones you just lined up for us. So it's going to be interesting to see Stanford, even though against an inferior foe. Here's a team that could contend in the Pac-12 in particular, and Colorado State and Oregon State. Not a huge matchup, but it seems to be pretty evenly matched, so that could be an entertaining one to take in this weekend. South Carolina football news, getting ready for what we consider to be a toss-up game against North Carolina State. Both teams should be in strong bowl contention, and a lot being said well about North Carolina State. But let's go through some news and notes, and you tell me what's relevant here and what we need to know here. Javon Charleston, a sophomore, gets his scholarship, and sometimes we see the videos and the releases of the experience and the scene when some of these kids get their scholarship, and it's usually a fun time and obviously a game changer for them personally to get their scholarship. But with Charleston, he now becomes the top backup at safety, and just your thoughts about the safety spot and Charlton in particular.
Well, it's a concern. The depth has dwindled here during fall camp. You had Jalen Dickerson, who was a freshman who enrolled early and then suffered a shoulder injury, did have some nerve surgery, but is out for the season. Steven Montack, another safety, is currently in a walking boot and will be back at some point, but hard to say when. Two of the recruits, they brought in Keyshawn Nixon and Caleb Chalmers, have not necessarily lived up to, maybe are not called on as quick. We should say lived up to expectation, but have taken a little bit of time trying to acclimate themselves. So don't think they're really ready to go. So yeah, right now Javon Charleston kind of the top backup at the safety position, which is a little bit of a concern going into that first game if you're South Carolina.